everyone, welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Orina. Precious Goa Assembly records from the Adil Shah Palace, which served as the old Assembly building, have been discarded while shifting, Chief Minister Pramod Sawant has stated. Records pertaining to the first Chief Minister, Dayanand Bandodkar, Opposition Leader Jack the Sequeira and other stalwarts were discarded. Don't know under whose instructions, Chief Minister said. He requested for the digitization of records at least from now onwards. Chief Minister was speaking at the two-day MLA training program on Monday.
Goa Assembly records from Adil Shah Palace have been discarded while shifting to the new complex. Records of the first Chief Minister, first opposition leader and other stalwarts were discarded. The Chief Minister has requested for the digitization of records at least from now onwards. The two-day training and orientation session for Goa MLAs began Monday. Apart from opposition leader Michael Lobo, all Congress MLAs boycotted the session. Revolutionary Goans Party, Goa Forward and AAP MLAs skipped the session at least in the morning.
हांगासल्यान थंय असेंब्ली जेन्ना शिफ्ट जाली तेन्ना तेंच्यांनी रिकॉर्डूच नश्ट करून उडयले. खंयचेच रिकॉर्ड ना. म्हाका आयकूनय वायट दिसलें की कोणी तरी सांगलें खंय तें उडय म्हणून, काडून उडय भायर, गरज ना तेजी म्हणून. म्हणजे आज जर तुमी भाऊसाहेब बांदोडकरांचें जर एखादें भाशण आयकतले, म्हणजे एक्स मिनिस्टर बाब काशिनाथ जल्मी, वन ऑफ द बेस्ट लेजिस्लेचर जे जावन गेले, हांचें जर आमी भाशण आयकतले आसत जाल्यार ते रिकॉर्ड आमचे कडेन अवेलेबल ना. खरें हें आसपाक जाय आसलें आनी हांव स्पिकर आशिल्लो तेन्ना हांवें सगळें हें प्रिजर्व करचें हाच्या खातीर प्रयत्नय केल्लो. बट व्हेरी सॉरी, म्हणजे कोणी आनी कित्याक केलें हें म्हाका खबर ना. बट हें जावन उपयोग ना. सदोतीत हे डॉक्युमेंट्स जे आसा आतां म्हणजे राजेंद्र भाई जाल्या उपरांत ताच्या पयलीं बी म्हणजे आफ्टर एसेंब्ली इन 2000 वयर हेल्या उपरांत आमी तेजे रिकॉर्ड्स मेंटेन करपाक सुरवात केल्या. हांवेंय ते डिजिटलायजेशन करपाची म्हणून ताजी स्टार्ट केल्ली, बट ताच्या फुडें तें वचूंक ना. इट इज माय रिक्वेस्ट फॉर एट प्रेझेंट स्पीकर, आतां आसा त्या डॉक्युमेंटाचें तरी डिजिटलायजेशन जावचें, जेणे करून फुडल्या 50 वर्सांनी बाबा कोण जर कोणाचें भाशण आयकपाक जाय, खंयची डिबेट आयकपाक जाय आसत जाल्यार तें दवरप हें गरजेचें आसा. हांवें मुद्दामून आमकां फाटले फावटी भाऊसाहेब बांदोडकरांचें आमकां एक फक्त तेंचें ल्हानशें स्पीकर हें जाय, आमी ऑल इंडिया रेडिओक एकदां बरयल्लें की तांच्या कडेन तेंचे थोडेशे रिकॉर्ड्स आसा की तेंच्यांनी दिवचे, जेणे करून आमी केन्ना तरी आमचे फर्स्ट चीफ मिनिस्टर्स हांचें भाशण आयकपा खातीरय आमकां जाय जाल्यार तें मेळचें. त्या खातीर गोवा असेंब्ली हॅज लॉंग हिस्ट्री फ्रॉम द 63 टू टील डेट. वेगवेगळे गोंय असेंब्लींतले म्हणजे पायंडे आसात, म्हणजे फुटून वचप, परत नवीन 15 दिसाचे 13 दिसाचे वेगवेगळी सरकार आसात. तेजो रेफरन्सीस सुद्दां म्हणजे वेगवेगळे असेंब्लीज वापरतात, अजूनही वेगवेगळे असेंब्लीज वापरतात, विच इज ऑन रिकॉर्ड एट प्रेझेंट. त्या खातीर सगळें डॉक्युमेंटेशन जावप हाजी गरजेची आसा.
देवेंद्र गांवकर फॉर हेरल्ड टीव्ही.
The beleaguered opposition leader Michael Lobo, who is at the receiving end of TCP Minister Viswajit Rane's so-called crackdown on change of zoning and conversion of lands, was the only opposition MLA to attend the two-day MLA training session which began on Monday. It was only later that another Congress MLA, Rajesh Faldesai, joined him. Revolutionary Goans Party, Goa Forward and AAP MLAs also boycotted the session. Lobo was also seen chasing Chief Minister Pramod Sawant down the stairs of Taj Vivanta after a session was over.
Michael Lobo was the only opposition MLA to attend the two-day MLA's training session. He was later joined by Kumbhujwa MLA Rajesh Faldesai. Revolutionary Goans Party, Goa Forward and AAP MLAs also boycotted the session. Shagun Gowdy for Herald TV.
Chief Minister Pramod Sawant held a meeting to review SIT's progress on land grabbing cases. He said so far 92 properties have been traced. Survey numbers of the properties will be published so that the public is aware. Any further sale of such properties and mutation of land is stopped.
Chief Minister Pramod Sawant reviews SIT's progress on land grabbing cases. 92 properties traced in SIT investigation on fraudulent land grabbing, says Chief Minister. Survey numbers of these properties will be published so that further sale of such properties is stopped.
चेंज करून ताच्या उपरांत तांच्यांनी म्युटेशन्स करून घेतलेले आसा. त्या खातीर आमी नेक्स्ट मिटींग जी हायपॉवर कमिटी जातली आर्किओलॉजी मिनिस्टर आसतलो अँड लॉ मिनिस्टरूय आसतलो तेजे त्या सगळ्यांक घेवन एक परत मोड ऑफ ऑपरेंटी हितूंतल्यान 2 गजाली डिसायड जाला आयच्या घडीक ज्यो 92 प्रॉपर्टीज आसा तांचे लिस्ट म्हणजे विथ अलॉंग विथ द सर्वे नंबर हे बोथ द कलेक्टरांक धाडले वयतले आणि दोनूय कलेक्टरांनी ह्या 92 प्रॉपर्टीजच्या संदर्भातल्या खंयच्याच हॅन्स फोर्थ म्युटेशन आसतलें रजिस्ट्रेशन आसतलें किंवा कोणी त्या प्रॉपर्टीच्या संदर्भातले कन्वर्जन डिलिंग कसलेंच करचें न्ही आणि ज्यांच्यांनी त्यो प्रॉपर्टी घेतल्या आसत जाल्यार तांच्यांनी कलेक्टराक एप्रोच करचें कोणी घेतल्या त्यो आणि ह्यो प्रॉपर्टीज ज्यो आसा पळय न्ही हांच्यो ओरिजिनली जर पळयले आसत जाल्यार हेंचे ओरिजिनल ओनर्स हे गोंयांत ना हे सगळें हेंच्यांनी व्हेरीफाय केलां आनी हेंच्यांनी ह्यो प्रॉपर्टी फॉर्ज केल्ल्यो आसा त्या खातीर अशा पद्दतीच्यो ज्यो प्रॉपर्टीज फॉर्ज करपाची जी गँग जी गोंयांत एक्टीव आशिल्ली तितूंतली आमी एक गँग आत्तां धरल्या म्हणपाक काय हरकत ना पण हातूंतल्यान आमचो आर्किओलॉजी डिपार्टमेंटाच्या आत्तां 2 जाणांक तांच्यांनी आपल्या ताब्यांत घेतल्या बट बाकीची सगळी डिपार्टमेंटां म्हणजे रजिस्ट्रेशन डिपार्टमेंट मामलेदार डिपार्टमेंट कलेक्टर डिपार्टमेंट ही सगळी कॉपरेट करता तांच्यांनी सगळ्यांनी कॉपरेशन करपाचें ठरयल्लें आसा त्या खातीर ह्या संदर्भातले जे सगळें कितें आसा ते परत एकदां आमचो नितीन वाल्सन जो SP SIT फॉर द लँड आता हेणी सगळो पुराय प्रेजेंटेशनूय ताजेर तयार केल्लें ताच्या संदर्भात एक केस हिस्ट्री घेवन एक प्रॉपर्टी कशा पद्दतीन तेंच्यांनी फॉर्ज केली आणि हे प्रकरण सगळें उगडास म्हणजे लोकां समोर आयलें एकट्याक 5 कोटीची फॉर्जरी जी ITची नोटीस आयली ताज्या उपरांत हे प्रकरण सगळें उगडीस आयिल्लें आसा त्या खातीर आपल्यो प्रॉपर्टीजूय बी कोणी अशो अजून कोणी कंप्लेनी दिवंक ना बट थोड्योश्यो कंप्लेनी आत्तां पर्यंत SIT कडेन येवपाक लागल्या बट ह्या 92 प्रॉपर्टीचे सर्वे नंबर हे आज सांचे पर्यंत किंवा फाल्यां पब्लीश केले वयतले तेजेर कोणी डील करचें न्ही आनी जी कंटिन्युअसली इन्वेस्टिगेशन चालू उरतली फुडें परत हेजेर अशा पद्दतीच्यो ज्यो प्रॉपर्टी जाल्या ताजेर जर नेक्स्ट डिसिजन कोणीच एट प्रेजेंट डील करचें न्ही आनी फुडें तिजो कितें डिसिजन जाता तें पळोवन दॅट नो मॅन प्रॉपर्टीज ज्यो आसा हांवें ऑलरेडी सांगला की ताच्या संदर्भातलो कायदोय पुराय सेक्रेटरी रिव्हेन्यू पळय म्हणून सांगला आनी नो मॅन प्रॉपर्टीज ह्यो गव्हर्मेंटा कडेन येवपाक शकता जेका जेचे ओनर्स म्हणजे हयात ना किंवा ते कदाचित आउट ऑफ लीगल हेरूय ताका कोण ना आनी इन फ्युचर सपोज लीगल हेर कोण क्लेम करपाकूय जर आयलो आसत जाल्यार तेजी प्रोसिजर ठरली वयतली की तेणी आपले डॉक्युमेंट्स प्रोड्यूस करून ती प्रॉपर्टी तेंच्या कडेन वचपा खातीर अशा पद्दतीन अमेंडमेंट आनी तेच्या संदर्भातलोय बी येता ते असेंब्लीत म्हणजे नो मॅन प्रॉपर्टीच्या संदर्भातले अमेंडमेंट जे आहा मूव केले वयतले.
देवेंद्र गांवकर फॉर हेरल्ड TV.
Goa's coastal police have been on the losing side for more than a decade now, and sadly, especially trawlers from Maharashtra and Karnataka plunder Goan waters illegally, get to escape scot-free. Herald TV visited the Betul Coastal Police Station and saw the facilities, rather the lack of them, and how it is difficult for them to nab boats coming from neighboring states or those moving with LED lights or bull trawling gear. Patrol boats were lying at the side of the police station abandoned as they are still awaiting repairs for the last 2 years.
Those indulging in illegal activities at sea, especially trawlers entering Goan waters from neighboring states, get to escape scot-free. Herald TV visited the Betul Coastal Police Station and saw the lack of facilities with the police. Patrol boats were lying at the side of the police station abandoned as they are still awaiting repairs. The coastal police do not have enough patrol boats to go out and catch the culprits. Whenever the coastal police receive complaints from local fishermen or concerned citizens, they do not have enough patrol boats to go out and catch the culprits. The trawlers they are chasing have bigger engines and greater speed, leaving the coastal police boats far behind. The only few times they are successful is when the local fishermen lend their own boats and assist the coastal police in catching these errant trawlers.
फाटी श्रीलंका देशी तुफान येयलें आनी आमकां 2-1.5 म्हयने सुमार वयर रावपा पडलें कित्याक आमगेले ट्रेडिशनल बोट्स त्यो आनी ते हेजे आम मातशें माल पडलें आनी दुसरें म्हणटा तें जेन्ना ह्यो मालपोयच्यो आनी कारवारच्यो बोट येताय त्यो आमकां सारक्यो सोतायताय त्यो खाली 100 मेत्रां येन गोळ घाताय स्पीड बोटींग कोताय टॉलर माताय ताली आहा ती मानवताय आनी आमकां गव्हर्मेंटा फोन केले आमकां आदार जाल ना आतां देखून लास्ट टायम हांवें मुगे भावानी कोलवा क्रिस्ट्यो म्हणटा 2 गव्हर्मेंटाक बोट दिल्ल्यो आतां 2 8 दिल्ल्यो आमगे बोट यूज करून सो आम गव्हर्मेंटाक मागिल्लें तुमी फास्ट बोट घेयाय आनी तांकां दवरयाय म्हूण एसेंब्लीनूच पॉयंट येयलो पूण आजून पासून आतां 8 म्हयने जाले खबरी आमकां आदार जालो ना. सो आतां हे 2 म्हयने बँड आसतना गोवोरमेंटान एसो एक स्पीड बोट 10 बोट घेवन आख्या गोंयच्या बेल्टा 2 हे ट्रेडिशनल नुस्त्याकारां हरिबा सांबाळचे आनी तेंची मजत करूंक हांव गोवोरमेंटाको मागोता. आतां गोवोरमेंट BJP हांयकोळे न्यू येयलो आहा ते कोळे आमगे आयकताय म्हूण आमी मागणें कोताय.
आतां फिशींग बॅन आसतना भायली बोटी येताय
सद्या फिशींग बोट बँड आसतना ते हे 2 म्हयने नाय पूण 2 म्हयने काबार जालो म्हणटो ते आयको येताय. सो त्या टायमा म्हाका गोवोरमेंटालो आमकां आदार जावं.
आतां ह्यो व्हडल्यो बोटी आनी LED फिशींग बी जाता चोय तेजेर गव्हर्मेंट कितें हें कोता एक्शन घेता?
सर एज आय टोल्ड यू ते गोवोरमेंट सद्या मरे आमकां तें बंद कोतलोच म्हणटा बोटी बंद कोतो म्हणटा हे बोगले येवपाक बंद कोतलो म्हणटा पूण कोना कित्याक आमगेले हे नुस्तेकार आहाय तेंगेले ते बारीक केअर घेयनाय दिसताय म्हाका. आमगे मोदी गव्हर्मेंटान म्हणलो आहा ट्रेडिशनल नुस्तेकारां हेल्प कोतलो, फार्मरां हेल्प कोतलो, हे रेंदेर टाडी टापर म्हणटाय तेंक हेल्प कोतलो कित्याक हे आमगेले गोंयची सुंदरबाय हे सो सुंदर आनी ओल्ना ट्युरिजमा हे लायक जाता आनी हे आमी आसपुसा हे ट्युरिजमाकूय लागून आनी आमगे गोंयचे लागून नुस्त्या मारीत रावतले आनी सांबाळटले.
Caston Miranda and Aditya Bidre for Herald TV.
The High Court of Bombay at Goa has reserved the orders into a petition by a local seeking early Panchayat elections in Sukur. The state government argued that they had agreed to hold the polls on June 4th, but State Election Commission kept changing the dates, as a result of which the state decided to hold the elections after monsoon.
The High Court of Bombay at Goa reserved the orders into a petition seeking early Panchayat elections in Socorro. The state government argued that they had agreed to hold the polls on June 4th. They blamed the State Election Commission for changing the dates. As a result, the state decided to hold after monsoon. Vibha Verma for Herald TV.
In the wake of the present inquiry into land frauds by the Special Investigation Team, Zonekars of Bamboli, Komnidad have alleged that the Komnidad committee itself is involved in selling huge tracts of land by passing false resolution. They have filed complaints before the Crime Branch, Vigilance Department and Anti-Corruption Bureau, etc. Although earlier the Secretary Revenue had directed the collector to take action, nothing was done. Here is the story.
Zonekars of Bamboli Comunidad have alleged that Comunidad Committee itself is involved in selling huge tracts of land. Comunidad Committee is accused of passing false resolutions. The complaints have been filed before the Crime Branch, Vigilance Department and Anti-Corruption Bureau. There is apprehension among Comunidads regarding the proposed amendment to the Code of Comunidads to take away their lands. However, in Bamboli, it is alleged that Comunidad Committee itself is selling the land.
Today, we have observed lots of scams, illegalities in the properties, lands and plots belonging to the Comunidad of Bamboli, where the committee members of Bamboli Comunidad are playing day by day all fraud roads in the name of Bamboli Comunidad by selling the huge areas of the properties of properties, lands, plots in Comunidad of Bamboli Comunidad, and also they are taking all false resolutions in the name of Bamboli Comunidad for compromised degrees of the properties, land and plot for selling in fraudulent manner. And for this, I am before the Crime Branch of India, before the Vigilance, before the Anti-Corruption Bureau and Central Bureau of Investigation and before the Governor. Today, the purpose of highlighting all these issues in the name of Bamboli Comunidad and for other Comunidad of the state of Goa. So, this type of issues should not happen in other Comunidades also, where it has been pressurized afterward to the government. And in order, whoever these committee members are trying to blame the government, they have to be given a severe punishment because committee himself is involved in all these scams. Scams committee, that also I am going to highlight before the media with my true RTI information. The scams highlighted by filing the false cases before the court of law for selling the huge areas of the properties and collecting the huge revenue in crores of rupees per on each square meters of the properties belonging to the Comunidad of Bamboli. I have addressed these copies to all the concerned departments, authorities, right up from the Chief Secretary, Governor and the Crime Branch, Vigilance, Anti-Corruption Bureau and to the DGP for these compromise decisions taken in fraudulent manner which I am before the Governor too.
Sagun Gowde for Herald TV.
Old Goa police Monday arrested a 21-year-old for allegedly kidnapping a 17-year-old minor girl from Madel, Shorao village. The accused Dipesh Prakash Kandeparkar also hails from the same village. More details are awaited.
Old Goa police on Monday arrested a 21-year-old for allegedly kidnapping a 17-year-old minor girl from Madel, Shorao village. The accused, Dipesh Prakash Khande Parkar, also hails from the same village. More details are awaited. Sridhara Naik for Herald TV.
Glenn Perry, son of the legendary Chris Perry, organized a walkathon to create awareness against drug abuse on the International Day Against Drug Abuse. The 4-kilometer-long walkathon was held from Kolwa to Benaulim Beach. Glenn sent out a clear message to youth that they would ruin their education, their career and relationships due to drugs and to stay away from drugs.
Stop drug abuse in Goa today and let there be no more drugs. Drugs kill. Drug abuse and excessive alcohol consumption can harm your lungs and kidneys. Say no to drugs as drugs and substance abuse, as it kills your mind, body and soul. It is unfortunate that drugs and cultism appear to the youth to be cool, and we are losing intellectual minds to these vices. It may be recalled that Glenn had a massive brain stroke 2 years ago and is still suffering from the repercussions of the stroke. Glenn sent a loud message to all youngsters.
Drugs is not good. The main reason I'm doing this campaign of drug use is to help the society, to help children, to help kids. Please stay away from drugs. Drugs doesn't help you. Drugs will kill you. Drugs is a menace. Drugs destroys families. When the youth do drugs, it destroys the lives of other families. The consequences of drug usage: you lose jobs, you lose relationships, it destroys schooling, kids run away from school. Drugs has so many effects, so please stay away from drugs. Drugs will never help you. Drugs has never helped anyone. Drugs is bad. Drugs will definitely kill you. It all begins with just a puff, and that leads into light drugs, and you think, oh no, it's cool, but eventually it gets into hard drugs, and it leads into an addiction. And once you're addicted to drugs, it's a prison. You're chained, you can't get out of it. So please stay away from drugs. Drugs will kill you. Drugs is not good. There are a few ways we can help drug addicts. What really happens is when you see someone do drugs, it's a normal tendency. We shun away people who do drugs, and that's really not good. Drug addicts need help. Drugs is a disease like cancer and a lot of diseases. Help the kids doing drugs, helping you. So instead of shunning them away, talk to the drug addicts, be nice to them.
Carsten Miranda for Herald TV.
Miramar Youth Beach Volleyball Club, in collaboration with the Goa Volleyball Association, organized the first All-Goa Beach Volleyball Tournament for men on Sunday at the Miramar Beach. 16 teams participated in the tournament. Aaron and Prabal emerged as winners after defeating Nitin and Amlesh in the finals with 2-1.
Miramar Youth Beach Volley Club organized the first All-Goa Volleyball Tournament for men. The tournament was organized in collaboration with the Goa Volleyball Association at Miramar Beach. 16 teams participated in the tournament. Inacia Narona for Herald TV.
And that's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.